All right, guys, welcome back to Good Day Columbia. The Tireless Travels team up in Chapin, actually Lexington, Richland 5 at the Center for Advanced Technical Studies. What if I told you you could actually learn how to fly a Cessna 172 Skyhawk without actually having to hit the air? And of course, therein lies no risk of crashing it, at least for real. Just one of the programs you can actually get at the Advanced School for Technical Studies. And it's true, Dr. Bob Couch, you are the headmaster, the big boss, the big kahuna, as it were here. Brand new school. But you're talking about technical stuff from cars to culinary to aviation to engineering, all very advanced, but all geared toward high school.
Correct, and we have 18 programs here that are all geared to different levels of interest, from aerospace engineering to vet science to biomedical sciences.
Right.
And so the learning model we have here is you take the content of math and science and you apply it.
Right.
So problems are defined, and then they seek solutions in different programs to create a solution to that problem. So the student takes ownership of the learning, and whereas in most environments the teacher owns the learning,
right.
Whereas here we transfer that ownership to the student, where they become engaged in the learning, they own it, and the passion comes out in that.
So they've got it. Now, look back here. Come back here 1 second. You kind of explain this a little bit. So this is just obviously the paper version, but a Bluetooth guitar to cell phone. So you're talking about the issue, the problem, how you think you're going to fix it, and then
Correct.
actually putting it into a physical application.
Right. And they conduct research to find out if there's any other solution out there on the market, and then they'll attempt then to come in and create a solution where there's a gap in that marketplace. And part of that is trial and error, because part of it is how do you get that solution to a point of where you can commercialize it. And we're going to create an incubator here that would enable students that have projects that can be commercialized.
Let's walk over here real quick, and you show me this. Here's another example, and this actually is a model you can touch, I guess, at this point. This is for a boat ramp. We all love boating in the summertime, right? So what are they doing here?
Well, a group of students are designing a boat release mechanism that would enable the boat and the mechanism to go into the water, whereas the truck or the vehicle would not be in the water, only the trailer.
Yeah, because anytime anybody's launched a boat,
Right.
the back end of your truck's going to have to go in that water. And if you're down at Folly Beach, you're getting salt water up in your car. You don't want that.
You can slide in the water, whatever else, and a lot of issues in regards to brakes and other things that happen in vehicles. So we think this is a commercialized
That's cool.
future for this. I think we can be able to create that prototype.
So in a lot of schools where you've got books, and sure enough, you can have your little calculators and pencils, you actually have physical manifestation of the problem
Correct.
solving is a whole different level of learning.
Right.
So,
And it's building it. It's creating. It's connecting the students' passion to what they view learning ought to be and relevance to that.
Right.
So they do math, science, physics, all of that, algebra into that.
But it gets done.
Yeah, but it gets done.
Dr. Bob Couch, the Center for Advanced Technical Studies, Chapin. It's Lexington, Richland 5, guys. But actually talking specifically today about aviation. And what if I told you as a high school student, maybe just out of high school, you could learn or earn over $100,000 a year? It's a possibility. We're going to tell you how in just a few minutes. You're live in Chapin on Good Day Columbia. Stay with us. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We're live in Chapin at the Center for Advanced Technical Studies, Lexington, Richland 5. And a great school for exactly what the name is, Advanced Technical Studies. You're learning some advanced techniques in very, very skilled disciplines. And today we're talking about aviation, not necessarily the flying of airplanes, although I'm going to do that here in a couple of minutes. I'm going to try my hand at this. But actually, we're talking about a very cool, bright future for people who want to get into aviation, maybe not leave the ground, air traffic control. Willis Smalls with the aviation program. And let's talk a little bit about that, about going to the ATC, going into the tower, what that could mean for somebody.
Okay, well, at this point in time, the FAA is poised to hire 15,000 air traffic controllers within the next 10 years.
Wow.
And so what the FHL Leadership Group is doing is that we're initiating the program to teach air traffic control. It's a leadership program, and what we do, we stress leadership, but the career field is air traffic control.
Right.
And we will be one of the first here in South Carolina. The other one is located in Hampton University in Virginia.
Okay, so it's not a lot around either.
It's not a lot around.
What kind of future can somebody have with air traffic control? Say I'm 18, 19, or 30-something, just saying, and I want to get into, say, gosh, this is what I want to do. I'm good with math, and I'm curious about it.
Well, we are going to establish our classes here at the Cates Center, and once they've graduated and completed the course, then they will be able to go to USC of South Carolina, the Ron McNair Aeronautical School. Okay, they will tie in together, and once they've completed that course study, then they will be able to be certified to go into the air traffic.
Tell me about the future for an air traffic controller. I mean, is it a good job? Is it good money? Let's talk about it.
It's a lot of money involved, a lot of money. We're talking about starting at possibly $60,000 and up.
Wow.
Okay, it's a real specified field, so we only want the best of the best.
Sure.
And not everyone can do this particular job. You just have to have that.
You gotta be smart, right?
Yes,
You're good
real
at numbers, I'm not
smart.
good at- We're going to put details, by the way, at watch.com for the links to not only the cast, but also the program as well.
Yes.
Saturday, there's a fundraiser actually for the larger program, which obviously is all about ATC
Yes,
and
sir.
aviation.
We are having our scholarship banquet, William and Lodi B. Griffin Scholarship Banquet. We're giving scholarships to high school seniors who are wanting to go to 2-year technical school or 4-year college. It's going to be on the 26th, which is this Saturday at 5:30 at Spring Valley High School Cafeteria Commons.
Perfect.
Okay.
Details at watch.com. Thinking about being an air traffic controller. We need them because I like to fly. I just got to have somebody help me get down. So we're going to be doing that. But the other thing they do, not only do they actually build real models, robots and things like that, but you also get a chance to try your hand in a real honest-to-goodness simulator. And we're going to do that here in just a little bit. Now, as you know, I know how to fly a 172 in real life. We'll see. Take my hand at actually flying a virtual one. That'll be a good time. Hopefully I won't hurt anybody. Stay with us. Good Day Columbia is coming back. Yes, welcome back to Good Day Columbia, the Tyler's Travels team in Chapin at the Center for Advanced Technical Studies, Lexington Richland 5. And it's a new technical school learning a lot of different curriculums from cooking and engineering to aviation, which is a whole lot of fun. But there's something about a technical school like this where you actually get your hands onto some of the work you're actually learning, not just school books. Let me get this right. Okay, this is Martin. Let me say this right. I got to read this because, man, I don't even know how to say this. Shakola.
Shakola is
Can
correct.
I call you DC? What can I call you?
Dr. C?
Yeah, I'll call you Dr. C. How about that? All right, I'm going to take off. This is the 172, and I actually fly these in real life. So I'm going to try this and see how accurate this is. But why do you think this type of learning, this approach in learning, is easier or maybe better or different from the traditional learning?
Well, one of the things is you can talk about things like Newton's laws of motion, but when you actually get behind something physical, or in this case a simulator, those effects that you hear about theoretically actually show up. Fact that you have to give it a rudder and then give it some reverse rudder to stop it from turning, that's
Right.
an implementation of Newton's laws, and they can actually see that, and when it happens you can say, oh, there's Newton's laws.
All right, I'm going to roll back. I'm not going anywhere near fast enough. We're going to roll back anyway. Here we go. Let's see if we can take this thing off. So this is one of the things. What can a kid really get off this? It's a video game. I mean, let's face it. It is a video game, and I'm not even taking off. Here we go. We're going to get some air, I hope, sometime today.
One of the things, like in a book, you'll talk about the various parts of an airplane, and then if you actually want to see them working, you can bring this up, you can change your view of the aircraft, show the surfaces. You can see you've got some up elevator in there. When you rotate the yoke, okay, you can
take a
actually
look at
see
this.
the ailerons are actually moving and causing the airplane to rotate. So they can actually see this, and simulators like this are actually used for pilot training.
Right.
So one of the great things is we'll bring people who are pilots in, and they will talk about instrumentation and various things about it. So it makes a connection with people who really do it, and then they can actually demonstrate as well.
And one of the cool things, you really get a feel for the divided attention. If you look down on this end, again, this is a simulated thing, but this is pretty close to the 172 that I do fly. And you've got all these instruments. You have all this inbound information. You've got you need to know your speed, your airspeed. You need to know your pitch, your stall speed, of course. That'll make it crash. But you also got to be looking out the window. And so there's a lot of information coming in all at once, and it really kind of gives you an indication of how difficult it really is to fly an airplane, for sure.
Yeah, and one of the great things about something like a simulator is you can crash 1,000,000 times and keep doing it until you get it right.
Let's see what happens.
So, matter of fact, in my classes, I'll give students opportunity. Can't do it. You fly a real airplane. You don't want to crash.
That's the thing you don't want to do.
But if a student crashes, it's like, okay, you crashed. Go ahead and try it again.
Right.
And keep doing it until you eventually get it. And once you've had success, well, you've had success.
Oh! Well, see, there you go.
There we
Janet
go.
Parker, I guess you don't want to fly a plane with me anytime soon. Thank goodness it's just a simulator, right?
There's a reset button.
That's right. Dr. C here, the Center for Advanced Technical Studies up in Chapin. It's a very cool way to learn, providing some technical skills to find out if you really can do it and walk out of here with some training to actually be able to hands-on, maybe not quite fly an airplane, but at least understand some of the fundamentals.
All right,
So,
absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks for the flight. Sorry if I dented
you.
your airplane.
No problem.
We'll put details for you at watch.com, including on that air traffic control program and the fundraiser this weekend over Spring Valley. Stay with us. There's more Good Day on the way. All right, do me again. I want to fly an F-16. Here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready for an F-16.
With 287, and you're watching Good Day.